Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. You know it's a boy I'm making, and today we're going to be doing part 14 of What If Naruto was taken by the Raikage. Get this one to 300 likes and you get in part 15 as soon as possible. Comment down below and tell me what you think of this episode. Share to other friends on social media platform. And yeah, if you're a new subscriber, click that subscribe button guys. It's gonna take you no problem. It's gonna cost you no money at all. Just click that subscribe button guys. Go ahead, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 1 2 3 4 5. Thank you guys, because I know you subscribe, and thank you for that. Okay, now without further ado, let's get straight into it. Play the intro. So the last time we left off, the preliminaries were on. Naruto faced off against Sasuke and he won that battle with quick ease. And the rest of the preliminaries faced off, and yeah, the preliminaries was over. And it was for the final part of the Chunin exam, but they got a month to rest up. And Karu was about to face off against Gaara, and Naruto told his sensei that he can train by himself as long as she gave Karu some extra training, because Gaara was a monster. He was going to face off against Rock Lee, and that was no biggie for him. But Gaara was a monster, and she needs to teach Karu some more jutsus and get her stronger to face up against Gaara. Kabuto and Naruto had a nice talk, and Naruto could sense a presence about Kabuto that he hasn't felt in a long time, but he just couldn't put his finger on what it was. Yeah, let's get straight into part 14. Switch across and check out the playlist, check out the other parts guys. After he finishes ramen, Naruto left to go to the hot springs, like he promised Kurama. Oh man, I've been waiting for this. Let's find a good spot. I see a very good spot over there. Yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Naruto set up behind some bushes in the hot spring and cut a small hole in the wall, barely noticeable. He used that hole to peep inside. Inside was like a perverse dreams come true. Naked woman everywhere, all shape and sizes. We hit the mother lode, Naruto said. Oh my god, the proctor from the exam is here. She's one in the middle there, Naruto said to Kurama. Him and Kurama are kind of perverts in this one. Yeah, she's right there, Naruto said, with those two women beside her. Holy shit, I see her. What? They just start to kiss each other. What the hell? They are really going at it, Naruto said. I love this village, he shouted, as he quickly held his mouth, as Kurama told him that they could hear him if he speaks up loudly. Naruto and Kurama was so focused on the amazing sight in front of them, they failed to see the man sneaking up behind them. The man was soon so close to Naruto he could touch him. He went right to Naruto's ears and said, "You're in my spot," the man whispered. Naruto just froze in shock, literally do not knowing what to do. He slowly turned his head and came face to face with a familiar face he knew instantly. Jiraiya, you old bastard. Meanwhile, with Hinata, naturally when Hinata arrived home, she was beckoned to her father's study, where she found not only him, but Neji waiting there for her. Hinata, I have heard from Neji the details of the preliminaries and his time in the forest. Please fill me in on your experience in the forest, Hinata. Hinata then tell her father what happened in the forest, and her father had the same expression as always. I hear that you and your team performed well. I understand that you were the only member of your team who passed the preliminaries, is that correct? Yes, father. Shino was defeated by a cloud girl who specialized in fire and sword technique. Kiba fought Ino, but because of her mind transfer jutsu, she beat him really quickly. So, you fought Neji's teammate, Tenten, correct? Yes, father, it was a tough fight, but I win. Neji tell me that you tried to do the rotation correctly, but you were unable to do the technique correctly. Yes, father, I used up my chakra too fast and was unable to stay in that technique for longer. Neji failed to mention where you learned this technique. Who taught it to you? No one. I remember seeing you practicing once and I attempted it without any training in the technique. You were lucky that you didn't waste so much chakra that you were unable to move. After that, I forbid you from performing that technique until you master it. Father, will you teach me that technique now? No, if you manage to pass this exam and make tuning status, then I will teach you that technique. Until then, your old caretaker KO will oversee your training. Neji has also volunteered to assist you. Yes, sir. My sensei told me that she was coming to talk to me tonight about my training. I will tell her that I will be training with KO and Neji. Very well, you are dismissed, Hinata. Neji, you stay here. I have something I wish to discuss with you. Yes, sir, said Neji. Hinata stood up and bowed to the two of them and left the office. After about a minute, Hayashi started to talk to Neji. How did you learn to perform the rotation? He bluntly asked Neji. Sir, I do not know what you're talking about. Hinata has never seen me perform the rotation. Her knowledge of the scrolls come from all of the Hyuga main family that all genins must read after promotion. She also glanced at you for a split second after I asked her where did she learn the technique. It is easy to see that she saw you perform the technique and attempted to copy it from you. Now, I am going to ask you again, how did you learn that technique? Fine then. The truth is, my father managed to copy the technique from the main family scrolls before he died. He most likely aimed to learn the techniques and pass them on to me when I was ready. How was he able to hide that for so long? He hid the scrolls in his stash of pornographic magazines. What? My brother had a secret stash of pornographic magazines? Exactly. Neji, I know you were going to teach my daughter the rotation technique without my knowledge. Even though I just forbid her from learning it, I ask that, if possible, is also you can teach her to master the 8 tetragrams. She can only perform the technique up to 32 strikes. I will try, sir. I will do my best to make sure Hinata realizes her true potential. Thank you, Neji. You are dismissed. Neji bow and leave Hayashi to his thoughts. Even he has changed. He no longer look at Hinata with such hateful eyes. What in the world has caused them to change in such a short amount of time? Lord Hayashi, Neji said before he went to his room. I am just curious why you aren't more upset that I failed to pass the exam. It would be hypocritical of me to be angry since I failed my first attempt as the exam as well. So did your father. In fact, we lost to the same man. May I ask who was able to defeat you both? His name was Minato, and he later on went to be the fourth Hokage. Skipping back to Naruto, as Naruto continued, you old bastard. Naruto jumped up and attacked Jiraiya with a barrage of punches that he easily dodged. What the hell are you doing, Kurama said. We need him to give you the key to the seal. This bastard abandoned me. I promised myself that I would kick his ass if I ever met him again. Naruto kept throwing punch after punch at Jiraiya, ignoring Kurama. Jiraiya got bored and in one swift motion, he grabbed Naruto by the arm, twisting it behind his back. Calm down. If this is the way you're going to act, then I won't give you the key. Naruto heard this and he stopped struggling. Jiraiya let him go when he's sure that he was fully calmed. You talked to the old man already? Naruto finally asked after a few moments of silence. Yes, and I know that you and the fox have become friends, and that you only need the key to unleash his full power. Well then, are you going to give it to me? I was thinking about it, but after that stunt you just pulled, I'm not so sure. Screw you, old man, you abandoned me, and you don't expect me want to kick your ass? Would you rather I have taken you with me, constantly moving, in danger, never stay in one place for too long, not even able to make friends? That is no life for a child. At least at the Cloud, you had a small chance for a normal childhood. Don't try and make excuses. My parents trusted you and you betrayed them. My so-called godfather left me in for some godforsaken orphanage. And then, with that snake bastard, Jiraiya tensed up off the mention of his old teammate. These past years, I dedicated myself to find Orochimaru ever since I learned that he was the one who kidnapped you. Is that supposed to make me feel better? The both of them were cut off when someone over the female's part said, "I swear I hear something. Someone is out here." A female voice was heard in the hot spring. It seems that the both of their conversation was too loud to draw the woman's attentions, and some of them were coming out to investigate. This gave Naruto a devilish idea. He quickly performed his signature sexy jutsu to transform into his usual female persona. This time she was dressed in a towel and looked like a normal hot spring patient. A small amount of women came out of the hot spring to see the now transformed Naruto and Jiraiya. "I don't care how much money you'll pay me, I am not going to your room," the female Naruto screamed at Jiraiya. "What the hell is going on here?" the group of women said. Damn it, Jiraiya knew from experience that he was gonna go through hell if he stayed. He quickly tossed a smoke bomb on the ground and was gone before the women knew what was going on. "Are you okay there, sweetie?" one of the bigger women asked Naruto. "Yes, thank you for chasing that awful man away. He was trying to get me to come to his hotel room to film a dirty movie. I told him I was saving myself for my wedding night, but he was really insistent and grabby." "Well, you're okay now, sweetie. I'm glad we came out when we did." Naruto thanked the woman again, and they all left. When he thought that he was alone, he undid the jutsu. "Well, that was fun. Better go file the own bastard so we can finish our talk." Naruto turned to leave, but his face was smothered by something. It didn't take him long to realize what he just bumped into. His face was deep between breasts. He looked up to see the face of the woman that these bouncy things belonged to, but he saw the evil smile of Anko staring down at him. "That transformation of yours is phenomenal," she said. "If I haven't seen it during the exam, I would have never known who you were." "Am I going to die now?" Naruto said, with fear in his voice. "Of course not. You're just curious after all. Speaking about curiosity, I'm a little curious about you." "What are you talking about?" Naruto asked. Anko started to walk to the dressing room and motioned for Naruto to follow her. He stood outside the room as she changed back into her clothes. "I've been curious about you since you helped Hinata get away from me in the tower. What exactly are you trying to do with her? Are you one of those hopeless romantic types? Did you fall in love with her at first sight? Is it something like that? Or maybe you're the kind of guy who likes to hit it and quit it? Whatever the case, I just want to let you know something. I have taken a real liking to that girl. Think of me as the crazy big sister she never knew she had. If you do anything to hurt her, I'll make sure you regret it. I will turn you into a real woman. No jutsu required. You catch my drift?" "Yes, ma'am," Naruto said. "You don't have to worry. I really like Hinata, and I don't want to do anything stupid to mess it up. If you're serious, here's a little bit of advice. Keep it a secret. Relationship between two different villagers is illegal if the two villagers have a treaty. If the two villages had a treaty. But with the Cloud and the Leaf Village, if anyone should find out about this, bad things would happen. Speaking from experiments, my first time was with a man from Hidden Mists," Anko said. Anko walked out of the changing room, fully clothed. "You seem to be a nice boy. I don't mind if you keep seeing Hinata. Just know that my threat still stands. Hurt her and you don't have to worry about that thing dangling between your legs." Yes ma'am, Naruto said. Now get out of here. You should be training for the next test in a month. Uncle left and Naruto watched her leave. Naruto, now that we are finished gawking over that sexy lady, can we please go and get that damn key from the old man, said Kurama. Thanks to your dumb prank, we have no idea where he is, and we need him to get that key. You want him to leave again and not see him for another 5 years? Kurama continued to mentally scream at Naruto as Naruto jumped away to look for Jiraiya. With Hinata and Kurenai was talking in the Hyuga compound. I decided to train with my caretaker, KO and Neji. I'm sorry sensei, you have nothing to apologize for. I completely understand because it gave me more time to train those other two. You were the only one who was able to pass, so those two need more work. Please go easy on them sensei, they tried their best. Shino tried his best. Kiba made an ass of himself. Anyway, promise me one thing, Hinata. Yeah, sure sensei. What is it? Practice recognizing and dispelling genjutsu for me. None of the genins show any genjutsu, but you can never be too careful. They may be hiding it for the finals, so please practice on it, okay? I understand sensei. I will ask KO to help me work on it. Good, I should get going now. I told Kiba and Shino to hang upside from a tree using only their chakra till I come back. That was about 4 hours ago. Sensei, Hinata said, you only just got here. What have you been doing the past 4 hours? Well, first I did a little shopping for clothes that lasted for an hour. I went out to eat after that. It took maybe 30 minutes. Then I ran into Asuma. He was in the mood, so I spent about 2 hours with him. Then I took a shower and came here. That took about half an hour. Hinata just whispered, shameless. Wait until you grow up, sweetie. You won't so quick to call me shameless. I won't be going around and telling everyone about it like you and Miss Anko do. With that, Kurenai left and leave a slightly angered Hinata by herself. But guys, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below and turn that bell notifications they posted. But guys, I'm out for now. Get this one to 300 likes. So, see ya. Peace.